The government says it is committed to ensuring the safety of all road users, including workers being transported on lorries. It will continue to work with stakeholders and NGOs to develop solutions that protect workers' safety and livelihoods. This comes after 2 petitions urging for a ban on the practice, followed by a joint statement from over 18,000 firms objecting to the call. The matter was also brought up in Parliament.
Our commitment is to ensure the safety of all road users, including all our workers. And therefore, really, the way forward is for us to continue to work closely together in order to look at practical solutions which are implementable, workable at the ground in the best interest of the workers to protect their safety as well as their livelihoods.
It was announced earlier today that employers will be allowed to continue using lorries to ferry workers. The average number of fatalities from accidents involving people on board lorries is around 3 per year from 2018 to 2022. That's half the number in the previous 5 years. The average number of people injured has also dropped by about a third. Well, one MP asked if there needs to be a new body to look into the matter. Louis Ng also questioned why this issue hasn't been resolved after several years. He renewed a call to ban the practice in Parliament last month.
As President Halimah has said in this House 14 years ago when she was an MP here, we're talking about the lives and limbs of workers. 14 years later, we're still discussing how to resolve this problem. Deputy Speaker Chris D'Souza had then, 14 years ago, also asked whether we would legislate to mandate that employers transport workers on buses. So I really hope that we can have a greater sense of urgency. Not an immediate ban, but bearing in mind that we have talked about this for 14 years now.
It is not ideal to transport workers on lorries. But having said that, we understand the concerns of the industry, and I think you have seen they have laid it out in detail in the joint statement that they actually sent yesterday. There are real practical and operational constraints for them to transit.
We do have an interagency work group, but I think the call now is for a new work group that will comprise of the agencies together with the companies, the SMEs and the NGOs and perhaps NTUC as well. I think looking at this with a new lens might be able to come up with different solutions.
This is something that we can look into, but let me say that the group that is working on this, the interagency, is not called a work group, but there is a group that's working on this, already comprises many of these representatives.